Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we are looking at how artificial intelligence is operating at two completely extreme ends of the human experience. On the one hand, it holds this incredible power to immortalize absolute historical truth. But then, on the exact opposite end, it has the capacity to effortlessly generate complete fiction. It's a pretty stunning paradox, right? And understanding how these two realities coexist, well, it completely changes how we have to view the future of this tech. Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our roadmap for today. 1. From memory to history. 2. Preserving truth with AI. 3. The survivor's story. 4. When AI writes fiction. And finally, 5. The dual nature of AI. We're going to be making a pretty massive thematic shift today, going straight from safeguarding Holocaust memory all the way to Hollywood screenwriting. Section 1. From memory to history. The threat of forgetting. We really have to acknowledge a profoundly sobering reality here. We're at a critical juncture where the history of the Holocaust is shifting. It's moving from being what we call living history, where eyewitnesses physically go into schools and share their stories, to just history. These survivors are aging and they simply can't share their firsthand accounts forever. But this natural passage of time is colliding directly with a modern technological threat. The UN and UNESCO actually just issued a severe warning about this. They explicitly stated that unchecked AI development could lead to a massive surge in Holocaust denial. Because think about it, large language models by their very design predict text, they don't verify facts. So when prompted about historical atrocities, they risk hallucinating fake scenarios or amplifying denialist rhetoric that they've scraped from the darker corners of the internet. The urgency here is absolutely immense. Unchecked AI could actively accelerate the distortion of our history, making the preservation of absolute truth more critical now than ever before. Section 2, Preserving Truth with AI. Testimony 360. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how this exact problem is being solved. In a South London school, history education is literally being revolutionized. Students aren't just reading textbooks anymore. They're putting on VR headsets and stepping inside a deeply immersive environment. Imagine being a teenager today. You put on a headset, and suddenly you're sitting across from a digital projection of a Holocaust survivor. You ask a spontaneous, unscripted question out loud, and the digital survivor looks right back at you and answers naturally. It's the illusion of a live, organic conversation, breaking down the barrier of time and making the history intensely personal. But here is the most crucial part. This system is actively protecting history because it is not a large language model hallucinating facts. A real survivor was filmed over 5 days, recording over 1,000 genuine answers using advanced camera rigs. When a student speaks, the AI uses sophisticated speech-to-text to instantly match their question with the survivor's exact real video answer. It's authentic footage and real answers, guaranteeing the true story lives on without any risk of AI fabricating untruths. Section 3. The Survivor's Story. Manfred Goldberg's Living Memory. The students in that London classroom are interacting directly with the preserved memory of Manfred Goldberg, a man who arrived at the Stutthof concentration camp when he was just 14 years old. Putting a real face and a lived human life to this data is exactly what makes the VR experience so profound. The details Manfred shares are incredibly harrowing. He recounts being forced into brutal outdoor labor in the dead of winter. He describes wearing nothing but the thin, inadequate garments handed to prisoners, while temperatures plunged to -15 degrees. He speaks of trying to rest in narrow bunk beds completely infested with vermin, forced to share with another person. All of this while suffering from severe, relentless hunger. To put it into perspective, he notes he sometimes wasn't even certain which was harder to bear, the freezing cold or the starvation. Preserving these hyper-specific, excruciating realities is exactly why human testimony is so vital. In one of the most emotional moments captured by this technology, Manfred recounts trying to see his mother. The women's camp was separated from the men's by a high barbed wire fence. If he got too close, an armed guard in a nearby tower would point a gun at him. But on one occasion, the guard didn't spot him. And across that wire, his mother shouted, "Don't lose hope, this will end, we will be together again." Just think about that for a second. A student in a classroom today can look through a VR headset, ask Manfred about his mother, and watch his expressions change as he delivers this exact real memory. That raw, irreplaceable emotion, a mother comforting her teenage son in the darkest place on earth, is the true value of human testimony. AI alone could never, ever replicate the soul of that memory. Manfred actually connects his past directly to a warning for our present. The Nazis relied on unlimited propaganda and brainwashing, operating on this dark principle that any lie, no matter how far-fetched, will eventually be accepted as truth if it's repeated often and loudly enough. The critical insight here is the speed of scale. It took the Nazi regime immense infrastructure and years of sustained effort to achieve that level of brainwashing. Today, modern AI algorithms and social websites can fabricate and distribute a lie globally in a tiny fraction of the time. It's a chilling reminder of the danger of unchecked misinformation, and it bridges the gap perfectly to the next chapter of this technology's capabilities. Section 4. When AI writes fiction, the last screenwriter. And this brilliantly illustrates the pivot we're making here. We just saw AI acting as an unyielding guardian of truth, carefully constrained to prevent denial. But look at what happens when it's unleashed as a completely unconstrained creative engine. On the one side, we have systems like Testimony 360 serving a profound educational duty through factual matching. On the exact opposite side, we have ChatGPT, fabricating narratives, inventing characters, and writing full screenplays from scratch. Enter the last screenwriter. This is a feature film directed by Swiss filmmaker Peter Lisi, and the screenplay was entirely written by ChatGPT. Lisi, who is a successful screenwriter himself, wanted to test the true creative limits of the machine. The methodology here was fascinating. Instead of spending months drafting outlines and dialogue, Lisi gave the AI specific prompts and let it generate a complete feature-length script in a matter of moments. A professional human film crew and cast then made the movie, but they adhered strictly to the AI's blueprint. They didn't alter the plot, they didn't adjust the characters, and Lisi outright refused to inject his own human touch to fix awkward scenes. It was a pure, unfiltered experiment to test whether a machine could generate compelling, watchable art out of thin air. Section 5. The dual nature of AI: art, jobs, and controversy. Well, as you might imagine, unleashing an algorithm into the highly protected creative process did not go over quietly. The film sparked massive industry backlash. London's Prince Charles Cinema actually pulled the premiere of the movie at the last minute, following severe audience complaints about AI replacing human writers. Furthermore, insurers and film finance executives refused to back the project due to the completely unknown legal implications. Because AI cannot legally hold a copyright, any script it generates is essentially in the public domain, making it an uninsurable risk for major studios. We have to view this neutrally in the context of the wider U.S. actors and writers' strikes, which were heavily sparked by very real fears of AI taking away human jobs. The tension between technology and traditional filmmaking is definitely palpable right now. So the crucial point is this. Even the director himself, Peter Lindsay, despite championing this nonprofit experiment to start a conversation, came to a pretty sobering realization. He admitted, "If the progress continues at the way it's been going, I'm scared because I might be out of a job soon." Even the filmmaker running the test acknowledges the genuine, existential threat this poses to his own successful career. It proved that the AI was surprisingly adept at fabricating a story that could mimic human emotion and structure. We've seen AI act as an unyielding guardian of our darkest history, protecting the living memories of Holocaust survivors so we never forget. We've also seen it act as a tireless, highly controversial creator, instantly generating fiction that threatens entire creative industries. So I want to leave you with this final thought to ponder today. As AI becomes powerful enough to both flawlessly preserve our past and effortlessly fabricate our fiction, which capability will ultimately define our future?